Welcome to Medical Field Notes, the segment where we invite our providers and healthcare professionals to share their notes from the medical field with our community. I'm Kirsten Newland, Director of Communications and Development, and our guest today is Joe Frazier, the Director of Environmental Health at the Branch-Hillsdale-St. Joseph Health Agency. Welcome, Joe. Thank you so much for joining us in the studio.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Just briefly, can you give our audience just a quick snapshot of your background, how long you've been in the area, and what you do for the health department?
Yeah, absolutely. I started with the health department in 2004 as a food sanitarian, and I've kind of worked my way up. I became the food supervisor in 2017, and I've recently, it'll be 2 years in this fall, I'll be the Director of Environmental Health.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, our community is lucky to have you. I know
Thanks.
the health department is an incredible partner of the hospitals as
Yes.
well as so many of the other agencies in these three counties. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, today we're going to talk about bugs, which is not my favorite topic, but of course I know that there are dangers that they represent. So why don't you give us an overview of what bugs should we be looking out for this summer?
Right now in our area in Michigan, it's going to be mosquitoes and ticks all day long. We actually have a vector tech program where we go out and do some surveillance. So we set out traps, mosquito traps, not only in all three counties, so Branch-Hillsdale and St. Joe. They simply are about the size of a 5-gallon bucket.
Okay.
They have got a fan on them, and there's a lure that smells supposedly like us, but it is awful.
Oh.
Absolutely awful.
Do we smell that bad?
Apparently, but
Wow.
that pulls the mosquitoes in. There's a little
Okay.
fan that runs and it kind of sucks them into a net, and we collect them,
Okay.
and then we ID them. So we're looking for mosquitoes that carry specific vectors. So like triple E and West Nile virus, that kind of stuff is what we're looking for. And our vector techs will ID those, and then if we find any that fall into a category that the state would like to look at, we then ship those up.
Okay. Gotcha.
So that's one of the vectors that we look for. The other one is ticks, which they've been bad. They really have. Our trapping doesn't show that. So what we do is it's basically a 3x3 sheet of corduroy, essentially, on a boom, so just a stick that we drag through the brush. And so the corduroy, the ticks cling to it pretty easily, and then we pull those off as we go. And we try to ID those. We have found several black-legged ticks here in Hillsdale County.
So can you explain what that is
So
and what the difference is?
there are different types of ticks that are vectors. So black-legged ticks are some of the ones that carry diseases that we want to watch out for. And so we would then send those up to the state for positive identification. There's also other ticks that we're on the lookout for, the Lone Star tick.
Yeah.
That's been in the news a little bit recently, that they're moving this way. The big reason people are super worried about the Lone Star tick is the alpha gal. So that is where if you're bitten by the tick and it's transmitted, that you have a red meat allergy after that.
Okay.
And so it can be as severe as you can't be around it cooking it to where you can't eat it or both.
What's the typical reaction when that happens? Is it like a normal allergic reaction?
You don't know until you
Yeah.
have symptoms, right? Typically with Lyme disease, which would be the black-legged tick, you're going to get like a bullseye on your skin where the tick bit you and then it radiates out. Those symptoms, body ache, flu-like, that's the other problem is a lot of these symptoms are what we deal with on a normal basis. You're like, oh, I just got a little crud.
Yeah.
Maybe not. So you want to definitely look for that bullseye with the black-legged tick.
Okay.
So those are some of the things that we're looking for on a routine basis.
So each different type of tick is a different type of effect that it causes.
Potentially,
in the body.
yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So how can we, with both ticks and mosquitoes, what are some of the ways that we can prevent interaction with them while still getting outside this summer?
We need to assume that wherever we're going, let's say we're just going to go backpacking, right? We're going to go for a hike.
Yeah.
Assume there's ticks.
Yeah.
Don't think, well, I don't know. No, they're there.
Yeah.
They are. So you're going to want to use a good mosquito bug repellent, with the appropriate level of DEET in it. You might want to tuck your pant legs into your socks.
Yeah.
So that way, they're not climbing and crawling. With a tick, sometimes you don't even know Like they're just there.
They can hide.
They're awful. I've pulled them off my kids inside their
yeah.
ears.
Off
just
your dog.
the
off
dog.
Yourself. Yeah.
I'm glad you brought up the dog. That's
Yeah.
something else our pets we need to be aware of. So make sure you're getting that flea and tick preventative medicine, so that way when your animals are out there, that they're not getting infected with that as well. Do that tick check where you're looking yourself over and all the spots where you think there wouldn't be a tick, there could be.
Yes.
So you want to do that. Check your kids over your pets. When they attach, they're really attached. Like you got to kind of pull harder than you think you might have to. So. But those are the things that we're looking for on the bug side of it. Like we really want you to be aware. Watch the times of days you're going out. Late evening, early morning. Definitely going to have more mosquitoes and stuff. So plan your activities accordingly, right? If you are going to be active during those times, spray up. Get the mosquito spray on. Treat your kids and yourself, and just maybe even wear long sleeves, pants. Just help yourself out.
So when does tick and mosquito season start to end? Is it just when it gets cold, or maybe a little bit earlier than that?
It used to be that way. First frost, you're like, mosquitoes are done.
Sure.
Sometimes some of them are a little hardier than that. We were finding ticks as early as March. February, March.
No
we
way.
Were finding ticks.
In Michigan?
In Michigan, yep. We were having people report that. So the ticks all the time. Just always be on the lookout. If you're an outdoorsy person, you're going out and doing stuff, your pets are out doing stuff, check yourself over. Just be vigilant.
Yeah. Okay. Well, great advice. Thank you for sharing. I hope that our audience is better informed to stay safe this summer. That can be kind of easy to forget, especially when we're having fun outside.
Yep, absolutely. I agree.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us, Jim.
Yeah, thank you.
If you would like to learn more from Hillsdale Hospital, visit hillsdalehospital.com or follow our social media pages for more conversations about healthcare in Hillsdale County. You can also listen to our national podcast, Rural Health Today, at ruralhealthtoday.com or subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. We'll be back to update you with another Medical Field Notes episode very soon, but until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and remember, rural health strong.